Howdy, y'all. I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Wakanda Forever. End of Phase 4 for the MCU, or as we all now call it, Phase 4, Stage 4, the MCU. We all thank Gary for that one. It has been a disaster. It has watched a decline in terms of interest and finance success for 2 years, which has brought me to the point where I'm continually harping on where's Disney making money on anything right now. The MCU has not been profitable since Endgame. Hasn't. Sorry. No Way Home, that's a Sony success. And any other Spider Man movie going forward is probably going to be a Sony success, whether I care about it or not. In the end, though, we all predicted that likely this weekend, the second weekend, Wakanda Forever would have a very large drop off. I personally said 70%. That could still come true. These are estimations, what I'm going to talk about right now, what it looks like based upon the drop throughout the week and what's likely going to happen. Now, we're going to find out later today. There'll be official numbers for the Friday, but they're still today and tomorrow. So we're going to see. Either way, though, but the shills are already out there trying to pretend it's not happening and hiding the truth within their own article. Deadline. Their title for the article, I 64 million second weekend. While other movies are not going to do as well, but when you scroll down in the actual article, they say it is eyeing a 65% second weekend decline, which could rise. But that's massive. They made 181 million. They're going to make 64 million. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. And they're only at right now total 220 million worldwide. Here's the decline throughout the week here at thenumbers.com. You can watch steady decline, massive decline as we've gone on to today. And we are on Saturday, November 19th, 2022. It's only going to get worse. And it keeps to the pattern. MCU movies are not profitable. Now, to break even, this needs to make about $550 million to break even. I said it before, I'm on the record, it's not going to make $1 billion. And even if it breaks even and makes a little bit of money, a Marvel movie, an MCU movie needs to make $1 billion to be a success at Disney. Man, if it doesn't make $1 billion, sorry, not a success. Sorry. Doctor Strange Mom, when it made its $700 million, oof, that was a slip. When it made its $700 million or so, we understand that was about breaking even, considering the reshoots. Thor: Love and Blunder, that was a flop. Everything else before that, flops. Again, No Way Home does not count. So this has been the decline, and it's going to get worse, but it shows you the pattern is holding true. 60 to 70% drop off for every MCU movie in its second weekend for the past year plus. What does that mean? What does that mean? It means that perhaps the normies, they're catching on. They're tired of being fed the schlock, which has no soul, no heart, no nothing. And frankly, again, you take a survey for what it's worth, but maybe people are actually getting tired of this shit all the way around. Maybe we are at the end of the superhero genre as a financial juggernaut in entertainment. I mean, think about it. MCU Disney, they've been pushing this shit out constantly for 3 years now. 3 years since the end of Endgame. They've been pushing this stuff out on Disney Plus and the theaters. And we know the Disney Plus stuff is not making any money. Disney Plus is a failure. It's never going to make money. Don't kid yourself. And the movies haven't made money. No profit. None really. And what does that mean? It means nobody cares anymore. People are checking out. They've pushed away real fans, chasing after the stan, after the woke, the woke mystery fan who never buys anything and just virtue signals on Twitter, or at least old Twitter. New Twitter, who knows? Because I'm not on Twitter. But are we seeing the end of the superhero genre? I mean, there's a study done by someplace called Fandom that they have taken a poll to see whether or not fans of, and they divide them into certain types of fans. And after reading this over, we'll go over this more on the roundtable. But these definitions of fans are a little ludicrous. There's only 3 types of fans out there, to be honest. There's 3 types of people. There's the real fan, me and you, who's likely watching this video. The hardcore nerd, the hardcore geek, who only wants to see things respected. Then there are the normies, who have some level of knowledge of the lore and would like to see it reflected on what they remember, but they don't really care. They just want to be entertained. And they'll come in and they'll go and they'll move on to the next thing. And then there's the stan, the fake fan, the one who pretends to know, pretends to love it, and will virtue signal and go, "Oh, this is great," you know, the whole usual stuff with a little bit of a "ree" in there. But they don't count for anything because they don't have purchasing power. They don't move the needle in terms of actually something being a success, and they are hollow and empty inside. And they are likely, as I said, usually, or as I inferenced with the "ree," an SJW. Dividing it into all these things is ridiculous. You only need 3, and they're very easily defined. Not these blocks of defining the advocates, the intentionalists, the culturists, the flirt. Doesn't matter. And like I said, we'll take some time on the roundtable to try and identify what's going on in these definitions. I'm not going to waste your time with that right now. Sunday, 2 p.m., join us. But the study does show that people are having fatigue with superhero media. They're kind of getting bored with it, and it's bad news for MCU, and it is bad news for DCU, which has a chance to grab a hold and actually make something fun. Because let's be honest, DC Studios, as the new thing, they haven't really been constantly pushing this stuff on us. They have room to still entertain because people aren't exactly sick and tired. They aren't nose blind to it as some people may be with the MCU, which has driven its share, its stake, its popularity into the ground by never letting anybody have a chance to breathe with their garbage. It's one show after another, one movie after another, no breathing, pushing this, faking out, not showing us any characters we care about, killing off all the characters we like, dumbing them down into stupidity. Thor, we're looking at you. There's no break with the MCU, and that's why people are probably checking out. And rightfully so, because it's boring, it sucks, it's not fun, and it's full of agenda. It's not escapism, it's agenda entertainment. So there's no surprise that Wakanda Forever is going to drop 65% or more. I'm going to hope it goes up a little bit. I really, really do. It goes up a little bit because that'll push me closer to being right. I want to be right. But I'm still happy with a 65% drop off because it's showing it's tanking and it's not going to make the money. What we have here is reality setting in. What we have here is another victory on the way, because this is the changing landscape. Fans are regaining their control over their beloved IPs bit by bit because we are rejecting this garbage. And the normies, as I said, there are 3 categories: the fans, the stans, the normies. The stans, they're lost cause. A lost cause. We, the fans, we've been strident, we've been strong, we've been diligent, we've been direct with our opinions, and we've been chastised, we've been attacked for it by the lamestream media, by the fake fans, by the stans, by the SJWs, by the wokers, the virtue signalers, the activists. We've been attacked for that, but we've stayed strong. Rings of Power was a victory. Everything else, little victories here and there, but we are We are winning this. And they hate that. At the same time, the normies, who are the key to everything. The normies are the key to everything. The massive normie freighter that drives everything, that delivers all the goods. It is completely turned. It is coming our direction now. They are rejecting the stuff. And when the normies reject, that's when you lose all your money. Why do you think everybody out there, every giant corporation, every digital overlord who's been pulling the strings, why do you think they're firing people left and right, hiring freezes at Disney, budget cuts at Disney? Because it's all coming crashing down because they kicked us to the curbside. And us, I say, the real fans, the nerds and the geeks, those of us who keep things alive by spending our hard-earned money. They kicked us to the curb. They didn't want us there. Called us names. Told us to shut up, nerd. Shut up, white boy. Shut up. Get out of the way. It's our time as the fake fan to stay in the virtue signalers. They didn't want us to know what we left. And we're building our own, the Iron Age. Independent. What did they do? What did they fail to understand? That the normies are not stupid. They just don't pay attention as diligently as nerds and geeks do. They rely on us to give them the information, what should be checked out and what shouldn't be. And they're doing that more and more as opposed to relying on the fake news shill media. They're not paying attention. They're paying attention to us. They're going to the nerdrotics, to the geeks and gamers, to the maulers, to the critical drinkers, maybe even hopefully to me sometimes. They're going to actual fans to learn what's happening with the franchises that they believe they enjoy, that they want to enjoy. And when we tell them the truth, they listen because they can feel the authenticity, the genuine passion. This is passion. This isn't angry old man, angry nerd, incel. No, this is passion because I love the things I talk about. That's why I don't talk about 1,000,001 things, because I talk about what I love, what I understand, what I'm engaged in, what I want to see saved and protected, restored, while also promoting my own independent ideas, my own books and other people's comics and books and movies and shows that they're working on. I want the Iron Age to be a thing, to have its place in all of this, because I want to be a part of it. It's not quite there yet. I need a little more time. I need your support. But in the end, they've pushed us away, and losing the attention, the trust of the normies, that's where all the super money is, because the normies will just hand it over and do their thing. Losing the normies, that's the kiss of death, and they've lost it. Continual multi-percentage drop-offs like this, 65 to 80% drop-offs for 2 years on all these crap movies. That's the loss of the normies. They're checking out. They don't want this. They want to be entertained. They want narrative, message, agenda-free entertainment. They want escapism entertainment. They want what they've always enjoyed. And that's why we're winning. Because we stayed true to our principles, to our beliefs of the things we loved. And we made clear cases to the normies who are listening to us and not to the shills, not to the fake news, not to the stands who are inarticulate, who only can call us names, who don't like it when we call them names, who get all flustered and triggered, who are robots, bots as we call them, NPCs. They need their download in order to have an opinion. They're not genuine, they're not real, they're not authentic, they're fake. And the normies can tell the difference. And they can also tell the difference when the giant corporation is pissing in their face and it's not just raining. We're winning, they're losing. This proves it. Wakanda Forever is a financial disaster, most likely. Oh, not a disaster, it's just a failure. It's going to be a failure. It's not going to be $1 billion. And Disney is dying. The MCU is on its last legs. I keep saying it's being weekend at Bernie'd all over the place. It's a corpse. It's a walking corpse. And now it's just a matter of time before it falls flat on its face and the world cannot completely ignore it. All right, I'm done. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny Stan and SJW Fifis. Hit the notification button, share my video if you like what I'm preaching, and by all means, I would love if you would comment. I want to hear from you real fans, you real people out there who have actual, authentic, and genuine opinions. Because I care what you think. I don't care what the Stans or the SJWs think, because 201, they are all cowards behind keyboards, and I can't wait for this, future videos, future streams, to trigger them into frothing frenzies. All right. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you want to get in touch with me, you can reach out to me at therentnerd@gmail.com. That email's for channel business only, so I check it on a daily basis. Also, you can find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can find me at Rumble and Odyssey, The Renaissance Nerd. Thank you again. See you next time.